Hey, Brian here from quantlabs.net. Just wanted to give you a post report of doing our webinar with our online meetup with Stuart from MathWorks, who's one of the product managers for computational finance. I think a lot of people were left with a very, very positive impression of Matlab. I know I did. I saw a lot of features I didn't know that the new 2013A had as well. Some of the capabilities of the Trader Toolbox or Trading Toolbox, as well as the production server. Why he presented these videos is just there's been a lot of excitement regarding the Trading Toolbox capability to actually execute trades from your Matlab models and your trading strategies. Well, after this demo, I am more than convinced its capabilities. I mean, it's rather limited on the platforms that are out there for XTrader and the Bloomberg ESMX, I believe it's called. Either way, they're not very cheap options. You're $1,500 or $2,000 a month subscription. Not cheap stuff. But again, it's really meant for institutional players. Now, if you're really serious about trading, this is the direction to go. I've been joking around that if you do not see the power of Matlab, you don't see the productivity gain of Matlab, if you don't just don't comprehend of what Matlab can do, how much time you'll save, and how beneficial you'll be, yeah, man, I just think that you're going to be pulling your hair out with other means. Especially when it comes to the quality control, and the support you'll get. That's why you pay. Anyways, that's not my concern. But as for the video, if people have missed it, just so people understand that the powers to be of Matlab need to basically approve the video. So it may not actually make it to YouTube. Something I didn't anticipate, but again, something I'm not used to as well, corporations and corporate way of political life in these companies. But we do have the ability and permission to give it to our quantlabs.net premium members, and in the process of putting that up there now. So they'll reap the rewards of it. And also, just so people know, the production server has only been demoed twice, and we're the second group to actually get a demo of it, as well as the Trading Toolbox. The only other group that got that demo was a few days ago with Bloomberg in San Francisco. So it's kind of exclusive at this point. And I gotta tell you, man, I was just absolutely floored on what I saw. Just absolutely floored. Stuart knows his stuff inside and out. And I say, bow to the master one more time. Anyhow, where does that leave myself in the direction where I intend to go? Well, to be truthful, I've got a preliminary strategy in place now. I am pretty well knee-deep in the documentation of state flow. There's some nuggets, as usual, I am discovering. One of the ones that I do like and what I do see is the ability to raise events from data flow, and actually call C functions and C++ functions. I kind of like that. So it looks what we may do is when we build our models, either in MATLAB M functions, or we're going to keep them small and simple, co-generate them into C functions. From there, we should be able to then run them in Simulink, or sorry, in Stateflow. From there, with those Stateflow charts, able to roll them into Simulink more sophisticated models and subsystem models and and again, run it through another compiler processor thanks to the Simulink coder, and have a complete C++ or C system. Now, I've asked about the code. I asked this about Stuart, and they pretty well assured that it's a very high efficient code. Otherwise, they wouldn't release it. You got to realize people are spending literally tens of thousands of dollars on these type of products. So they're going to be good, no questions asked. You know, let's talk a little bit about the open source community. They're going to go naysayers and all that. You know, they love their free product. Let them enjoy their free product. But as I said, I get external investors coming to me and asking for me to put X amount of dollars on the table for them and trade a system based off of that kind of capital. So we're talking 7, 8-digit figures. Do you think I'd be comfortable in putting out a system built on some open source project, be it Python or R or whatnot, where it's not been properly quality controlled? Seriously, we're talking liability here. So that's the nice thing about Matlab. That's why banks use Matlab, because if something goes wrong, they have somebody to sue. That's what the joke seems to be. So that's one issue. The other issue is with Python and R, you may be able to run your code today, but guess what? I've seen it in the Rails, Ruby on Rails community. That same code may break because they have broken the backward policy. We can all slag out Microsoft for it, for a variety of things, but Microsoft have a policy where they do not break it's backward compatible all the time on any new version that comes down the pipes, as well as Java's the same way, and that's why I think that those type of products are in the mainstream, used by enterprises. And MATLAB's no different. You don't lose the compatibility. Wouldn't make sense. So that is one thing that's been alleviated, let's say, for the quality of the generated code. Number two is this FPGA nonsense that it may be still latent, or anything from coming out of MATLAB is still going to have latency. Well, I can rest assured, again, from a conversation, this is part of the video, all of this is in the video, where latency has been addressed. If you know how to properly build your model, you know how to properly build your algorithm, you should be on the fly, be able to code generate really tight, fast code where latency should not be an issue. That can be in the C++ side for embedded systems, as well as FPGA. You can get it as tight, now from what I gather, as tight as 10 milliseconds, okay? So milliseconds are I always get the microsecond, but it's fast, blitzkrieg fast. So those are all the arguments that I hear about MATLAB this, MATLAB latency that. See ya. I'm not going to engage in those kind of conversations anymore because we're done with that. But at the end of the day, tonight has been a real epiphany of what MATLAB can do. We heard it from the horse's mouth. We got the videos. We got the presentation, all in this video for almost 2 hours, and more to come. If it's not from me, it's going to be from somebody else. And I'm very excited about it, to be able to build highly intelligent, high-speed, high-frequency trading systems from end to end using none other than MATLAB. We got some other ideas as well that we were working on, and I just don't see any of the challenges anymore. I'm just convinced one way or another, and lots of people are going to throw lots of caveats at me. Well, don't worry about it. We got it covered. That's all I need to say. Okay, so we got the latency covered. We got all the extended to C, C++, or FPGA through HDL. Lots of other things. I'm really excited, and I'm excited to demo it and let the naysayers do their naysaying and let them have their fun. I mean, maybe they live and thrive off that, but that's cool. Doesn't stop me, doesn't stop my membership, and it doesn't stop my community. We're still growing very quickly. And after tonight, yeah, I'm quite proud of where we're at, especially with what Stuart has brought to the table with MATLAB and its capabilities. End of story. And hopefully we'll see you soon on another video. Have a good night. Just wanted to air the dirty laundry. Talk to you later.